All right, we got off a plane at 1:15 today. Got home about 2:15. It is now 5 o'clock. And, one of the beauties, I guess, of a small family business, I don't know if it's a beauty or what it is, but had to have Zeb run up and get us 2 pallets of corn. I met him in a small town here, offloaded 10 bags, and I'm headed to 2 different systems that are very hot systems right now. A lot of hogs coming in, and so no rest for the weary. And so it's kind of how it is, I mean, we want to show you all of this stuff, not just the gate drops. This is how it all happens, the work that goes into it. And while we were on vacation, we had a guy that's a friend of ours helping us with the business, literally going out and doing things for us. And we're watching 55 some odd cameras on 23 systems, I think, now. So it's kind of how we got to do it to make it work. And we go through roughly probably about three pallets of corn a month. Right now it's a little bit hotter than that, just because we've got so many hogs that are on the move right after peanut season. Literally came back from vacation and we got 6 systems with hogs rolling in them. So we're just trying to keep up. So hang on. All right, it is about 10 o'clock at night. I ain't gonna lie, a little tired. That's something new, I guess, right? Being tired. But we started our day off at 3 o'clock this morning, out west in the mountains, and got on a plane and flew home, and got in about 1:30 in the afternoon. Zeb took off and picked up 2 big pallets of corn, met me in a small town. I loaded up that corn. We've basically got 6 systems that are rolling right now, just rolling. While we were out of town on family vacation, a friend of ours, we pay him, he works for us part-time. He was just kind of helping us kind of go here, go there, using Onyx Hunt. Not an advertisement for Onyx Hunt, but hey, here's how you get in. I need you to do this, I need you to do that. Still monitoring the 55 cameras. I think we've got 23 systems up right now. So anyway, Wyatt's got a baseball game tomorrow. Zeb is slammed, wore out, tired. Sorry. We got another trap. That's the barber texting me. We got another trap we're looking at. So to get back on focus, Zeb's just wore out, tired. I caught some little Z's on the plane, so I'm kind of freshened up a little bit. Dropped on a gate, been watching this system for over a month. Sounds crazy for some people, but we are trying to get the whole group, and we had a solo boar that would occasionally come with the group, so it all worked out just a little bit ago. Flipped the switch on him. Really happy with this group. This property, since February, we're probably over 100 hogs out of this one trap. We don't know, a lot of migration going on. So it kind of, dampens that theory of you can't keep trapping hogs out of the same trap. You can. You just gotta watch the human scent. At the same time, right now, we have another trap we're watching. The barber's watching it for me while I've been loading up the Tacoma, the Recon, getting all the rifles ready. It's a chief trap, the largest drop trap in the world. We're shooting for a 19 number. We've been seeing 19 in there. And that's it going off right there. So those are the 2 traps that, we already dropped on one. We're looking at dropping on another tonight. And then the other 4 we're loading up. We call it loading up. They're starting to build. That's what I did as soon as I got off vacation was, add some additional corn, and start monitoring these groups. So a lot of moving parts, even while we're on vacation, a lot of moving parts since we got back. So all I could say is hang on. This is, what we do, and it isn't, we're gonna show you all the parts, not even just the gate drops, right? We're gonna show you everything, what it takes to continually trap these hogs and not educate hogs. So with that being said, hang on, and I gotta get to the barber because we're up to 16 in that system right now, and we gotta start really counting our numbers and taking pictures. So here we go. All right, so we're here at the trap. Well, not really at the trap. We're on the property, let's put it that way. Probably about 1,000 yards, I would say. Got to go down a little fire break. For you that aren't from South Georgia or from the South, fire breaks are just our way of keeping fires from jumping on prescribed burns. So it's kind of like a little path through the woods. The dirt's kind of soft, and it's not a bunch of underbrush that you got to tromp through. Been watching the outside camera. I've got the barber who helps us do everything. She's watching this other system. We got up to about 16, and then it kind of faded out. The number we're looking for is 1920 on that system. Everything outside the gate on this trap is clean. Still going to go in with the thermal and do our thing. Basically walk down through here, and then once we get a little bit closer, we'll fire up the thermal, start scanning. Like I said in the beginning of the video, I would say at least over 100 hogs since the beginning of February out of this system. It's just been a hot trap. Just hogs for whatever reason. A lot of times after peanut season, we just got through planting peanuts. Everybody's planting peanuts now. You know, hogs are moving around now. They've been shot at, dogs run them, and they start looking for food. And so they found our trap, which had plenty of food in it. So with that being said, we're going to ease on down there. I'm running on fumes. I hate to complain and whine, but I'm just tired. It's just been a long couple of days. Our vacation is never laying around. We whitewater raft, we rock climb, we mountain bike, we rock crawl in Jeeps. I mean, it's like just a lot of stuff going on. But we enjoy it. But when we come home, we're pretty wore out. Could use a couple of days of downtime, but we couldn't do it right now. Too many hogs going. So that being said, hang on, and here we go. Spooked after I shot, but beautiful night here, so just hang on. Gorgeous night. All right, we're gonna ease down through this brush. There's our ice camera right there. There you go. Hey, fellas. Long overdue. Ooh, man. So, 12-panel Jaeger Pro. Run live video, no booster antenna. 3-legged on-time feeder. Single gate system with a, like everything else we run, ice camera on this backside here behind me. So, this is it. I like that brush. But a lot of little ones, we knew that going into it, and it's hard to see. I'll get some footage. She's actually laying right over there. So hold on. So here's the sow. So the barber caught her on camera right over here. Don't know about her. She's new to us. But anyway, I shot her with a 308 running a Pulsar thermal. We are not sponsored or endorsed or supported by Pulsar. That's just what we run. Anyway, I was back up in there when I shot her, and just There ain't much to work with down here, but I saw her come out. So anyway, so we're gonna get over here and go ahead and take these things down, put them down. You know. Anyway, we'll get back to you. I want to go ahead and get them down. We had one in here that was really squirrely when we dropped the gate. Looks like she's been trapped before. Kept squatting down, trying to jump up on the panels. You know, it's amazing. That's her right there. Look at her. She's a trip now. Hi, fella. How you doing? It's amazing how many hogs we trap that you can tell they've been trapped before, but they've gotten out of traps. Just because, you know, people use small panels, they use cow panels, they use all kinds of panels. And not a promotional speech for Jagger Pro, but these panels have a patent on it, and somebody gave it a lot of thought before they built them. 68 inches tall, small squares at the bottom, work your way up, it's larger. It's part of the name of the game. So we're gonna go ahead and put them down, and we'll get back to you. All right, we got them down. They went down pretty good. It's hard with young hogs, it really is. Because they're so moving around so much, and so it's really, you got to take very calculated shots. Take your time. You know, if you just come in here throwing a bunch of junk at them, it just makes it worse. So that's just our professional opinion of how to take care of it. If you know you have a problem child, which was that sow, when we did the gate drop, we watched her. I mean, her movements. I mean, she squats down and she jumps. You know what I mean? She's the only one doing that. So she's been in a trap before, and she's figured out how to get out. So always take your problem child out first, whether it be a boar or sow. Just take them out, get them out of the equation. They just keep everything amped up in there, and you don't want that. So as far as this, when you're trapping a large group like this, what we're looking for are adults. We count the adults, and the babies are just kind of like, we try to do our best to count them. We're counting adults. The sow that showed up was not part of our original group. We don't know where she came from, don't know anything. All I know is I was coming down the hill, sneaking down the fire break. The barber calls me. Excuse me, she calls me. You know, it's midnight, so it's either my wife or the barber calling me. And she called, I shoved my Bluetooth in, and she said, I know you can't talk, you got one on the right side. So when I came down, I knew it, engaged, took it out, you know. Now, that's the reason we sneak in. That's the reason we do it doing, because that sow would have walked around over here, saw this gate down, and you're never gonna trap her. You can forget that party. She's done figured it out. And so that's why we say respond quick, respond at night, and, you know, take a thermal. If you don't have a thermal, take a shotgun and a flashlight. I don't care, take something. So, good number of hogs. We got our group, we got a bonus. There was a boar that would show up every once in a while, and that's the guy we were waiting on. And when he came in tonight, even though we had just gotten off a plane, we're all tired, wore out, boom, flip the switch. So I'm gonna buzz you around, show you what we got. I'll get them lined up, do all that, but I gotta walk back up on the hill, get the forward, or bring it back down here. I am sweating like white in church. It's a beautiful night, but the humidity, I've been out of humidity for about 12 days. And where I came from, it was cool in the mornings, warmed up during the day, but there wasn't no humidity. So here we go. All right, so I went ahead and lifted the gate. So what we got here, we got a young boar. We got another young boar. Got another young boar. Soon to be sow, that's what I call him, a little bitty boar. Now here's the guy we had been waiting on. He was not part of this group, but he'd occasionally would come in. Decent sized young boar. Then over here, got a soon to be sow. Another little boar, another little boar. You gotta look hard sometimes in here. Another little boar, because they hide up in all this brush. Another little boar. Over here is our problematic sow. There's another little boar, soon to be sow. There is our very educated sow, very smart. Another boar. Another little boar. Got a lot of boars in this group. Soon to be sow. Another little boar. Soon to be sow. Soon to be sow. She might actually be pregnant. She looks kind of a little chubby. And then I think there's one more over here by this tree. Another little boar. So if my math is right, I think it's 22. Our number was 21. That sow there kind of threw it for a loop. But if any of my high school or college teachers are watching, they'll be impressed that I can count that high without using my fingers and toes. But I'll get them all laid out, and then we'll kind of get that accurate count. But I'm pretty sure it's 22. Been a long month with this group. Weird group, coming in daytime, nighttime, but mostly daytime. Early mornings, 5, 6 o'clock in the evening. That tells you trap placement. Trap placement is key. They're comfortable. They're coming in the daylight, you know, and we got it down off here in a hole, but not too big of a hole. So moon's trying to shine down on us, and it's a beautiful night here in South Georgia. A hell of a way to come back from vacation. Jump right back into the fire pit of trapping hogs, and I'm kind of hoping we drop that other gate tonight, but I'm kind of hoping we don't, man, because I really want to go home and go to bed. So y'all hang on. All right, we got them all loaded up. Oh, man. Hold on. Okay, so we got them, move this rod here. All righty, it's about 12:30 in the morning. I got them all stacked up here. Take a picture for our landowner. This is where that extra hand comes in, man. Have somebody help you drag and line them up and do all that. But anyway, it is what it is. So I'm gonna buzz you around, give you a view of what we got here, kind of show you. 22 was the number. So we picked up that extra sow, which we're really happy about that. And you just never know, man. I mean, they just floating around somewhere. So here we go. All right, we got them all lined up. They're all the younger ones there. Zebby does a much better job of lining them up, so does Wyatt. But when it's tired and I'm late, I just get in the best I can. But there's our problematic sow right there. She was a problem child. And then that was that boar that would occasionally come in. So anyway, got them all lined up here. And I'm in a good night, really good night. A lot of work here. So let me buzz you back around, and we're going to wrap up this show. We honestly get why most people couldn't spend a month monitoring the group, learning the group, picking it all out. We get that. We really do. But people need to try to do their best to trap intelligently, because they're just getting smarter and smarter and smarter. And probably the reason we have our business and the reason we've worked for the same people for years and years is they realize that they can't effectively trap the hogs. They can't do it intelligently because they're busy. They got other jobs. But if you're running one system and it's your piece of property, man, just do your best to try to analyze these groups and figure them out. I mean, yeah, what did they do the last month? Not a whole lot. This is a hunting property. It's not like they're out there eating peanuts. They're in here jacking around, being hogs. And, the people we work for are like, hey, we understand why it takes you so long to do what you do, because you're getting the whole group. We do not get paid per hog. We don't. We have a flat monthly rate for what we do. That way, that allows us to not feel any pressure that we've got to produce. We got to do this, or we got to do that. And that's why, literally, we've worked for the same people for over 6 years, and they get why we're doing what we're doing. So we're going to wrap up this smoke show. I got to get them out of here. I got to reset the system. I've got to swap the batteries out in the live video, the gate camera, the gate battery, and do the on-time feeder and do all of our testing. And once again, everything is hit with a voltmeter again. I hit it with a voltmeter before I left the shop, and I'm going to hit it with a voltmeter again before it goes in the boxes. Batteries, that's where it's at. And then we're going to put some corn down, give them a bag on the ground, let our feeder run twice a day, and let this trap keep doing it. Literally since the end of January, February 1st, we are pushing right now around 100 hogs out of the same trap that has not moved. And this is, I think it's June the 9th. So there you go. We might do a video once we get back to the shop to wrap things up. And maybe not. Just depends how tired I am and where I end up. But anyway, hope y'all enjoyed the video. Hope you learned a few things. Questions, comments, concerns, man, let us know. We are not sponsored. We are not endorsed by anybody. Anything we talk about is because we like it, and that's what we like to use, and those are the products. Nobody's paying us to say junk. It kind of be nice, but right now we're going to stay on the mainstream that we're on, which is just shooting it straight and trying to take these hogs out ethically as we can, humanely, all the above. And then move on to the next system that we're monitoring. And I think right now we're around 23. So y'all have a great morning, because it's morning time. So take care.